This is your First Alert Weather Breakdown, a deep dive into how weather works with meteorologist Evan Thomason.
Welcome on to the First Alert Weather Breakdown. We're going to get you a live check to your First Alert Doppler radar first, because I know that's at the first and foremost mind of everybody around the Arctic, Texas. Rain, and for good measure. And we got some light rain showers on top of Natchitoches currently, slowly trailing out to the east. So overall, I think if you don't see any rain showers out on your region currently, there's a good chance you won't find it, at least for the rest of today, as overall you kind of see the rain showers fluttering away from the region ever so slowly. We just have that light rain coverage in for Natchitoches, and hopefully I think really by the time we get into the thick of lunchtime, I think pretty much everything will be done for once we head into the afternoon. All right, now we're going to bring on me and CJ Cartledge. How you doing, CJ?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good on this Tuesday. How are you feeling?
Good. I don't think we had you on last week, if I'm not mistaken. So it's good to have you back. Thank
you, man. I appreciate that. Last week I was out in the field talking about the snow that passed through. So that was really fun, honestly.
So for our podcast audience, how was that? You have the chance to, I guess, have your own setting to, talk about a little more in depth, so to speak. How was it? You kind of mentioned it briefly on the Met chat, which we did have recorded, and that did play last Friday if you want to go back and check out that podcast. But for those of you who missed it, CJ, you want to give a brief rundown?
Man, it was super fun. I'm not gonna lie. I went out there. It was super cold, but it was still fun talking about the weather conditions that were going on out there. I've never actually done that before, so that was my first raw time ever doing that in the field, like talking about the weather conditions out in the field and what we were expecting for the rest of the day. So I was definitely grateful for that experience, and I can't wait to get more. Simple as that.
I'm glad, but you hyped it up everywhere on social media, though, and for good measure. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. You were like, I'm so glad. I'm a little nervous about coming out here, but I'm glad I did it and everything, and it came to fruition for you, honestly.
Yes, it sure did.
I shouldn't have even asked if you were excited or not, because, as I said, I found it on your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your YouTube. You posted it everywhere.
Pretty much everywhere. I had to get the word out. Got the first time.
Yeah, we'll look forward to next time. As I said, so one of the cool things that I think we might do, and I would be surprised if this was your first and only one here, is during severe weather season, which is coming up this spring. Have some chances of severe weather coming back into the Arctic. We might have you go live out in the field then.
Hey, I'm down for any of the experiences that I can get, in the weather field for sure. First starting out, it's my first job in my career, so I'm willing to get any experience I can get.
Yeah. I will say I've been out in the field before, I've been out there before, and it's a trip. And being able to use your surroundings, especially as kind of just being able to mess with them and being able to show off weather.
Yeah.
That's what I love doing.
Have you been out during severe weather before? I know you've been out during the snow.
Yes, I've been out for snow shots before. I've been out for severe weather once or twice. Maybe. I usually, I know they keep us in-house for those kinds of things, but this is the first time I've been a part of a weather team that includes now 4 of us. So I think being able to have you out in the field for that would be really cool come time again, spring and summer. You heard it here first, folks. All right. Let's get to our rundown here for today. Again, we have CJ back. He joins us. He'll join us with his latest TikTok as well. We're back with that, actually, here for today's episode. We've cleared that as well on through. On top of that, we have rain showers back in the forecast. We're going to go all into that pretty much now. I'm going to come on back, CJ. Heading into the outdoors window world sky camera in Texarkana. There's a live look right now where it's pretty cloudy. You got kind of 2 sides of the Arctic currently. One side out in, again, Texarkana on our window world camera. It's pretty thin layer of clouds. Whoops, that is the wrong thing I meant to do there. I pulled up the rundown, the list and the agenda again.
Oh, my
Instead
gosh.
of continuing the graphics. Hold up. There we go. Let me press the right control here. Again, we're a one-man. Well, I was gonna say one-man band, but actually we're a two-man band today. But CJ's not running any of the controls. Anyways, Mattress Plus Skycam. Pretty cloudy in Shreveport, and overall, it gets more gloomy, it gets more cloudy, and even for those in Natchitoches, it gets rainy. With overall lots more moisture continuing to circulate from the south into the north side of the Arklatex. So, our moisture content is increasing here over the next couple of days here. And one thing I want to get away from this, get you into this graphic about, is not just about the moisture content itself, but also the warm air coming out of the Gulf of Mexico over the next couple of days here. So heading into Tuesday, you'll see that warm, moist air being dragged up, and then kind of the peak of that runs into Thursday, which is our greatest chance of rain around here in the Arklatex. You can kind of see that dry, cold air also hiding out just off to our west side. But here's the thing. This is a cold front coming on through, but if you notice, even on this moisture content map, that dry air doesn't really roll into the Arklatex exactly. We have kind of this moist, humid air kind of staying in place even after the passage of the cold front comes on by. So even though our weekend is pretty sunny, and we stay pretty sunny even into the early part of next week, we still have this warm, moist air mass that's going to be trapped in place here over the next 7 days. So that prevents us from really getting any bits colder, honestly. We have our high temperatures staying well above average here throughout the next week. So our future track, me and CJ have been on this over the past week or so. For the rest of today, we're drying up. You can kind of see the lights turn out like that on the rain showers here for the rest of the afternoon. But the cloud cover is still going to hang around. And eventually that leads into a few more pockets of some rain showers here for tomorrow. Yeah, so we got some light rain showers here across the Arklatex here between your Wednesday, and that's going to continue throughout the day. You know, today is just rain showers in the early morning hours, just some light little pockets of rain. But for tomorrow, don't be surprised if you see some heavier pockets of some rain showers and storms, but nothing severe until Thursday. Once we get into Thursday, there you see that full line really form in throughout that day. That's going to lead us into some severe chances of rain showers, a few chances of some flash flooding. I think I've even seen a tiny chance of tornadoes. I know people like to know that as well, which I understand. Basically, anything severe weather is possibly on the table here for your Thursday. We'll keep you first alert the closer we get into that day. But that's our big target day for anything severe weather-wise rolling through the Arklatex. Once we get into Friday, first thing in the morning, we are done with that, and we'll actually have a nice dry period of time rolling at least all the way through the weekend and heading into early next week. As for the temperatures, we continue to warm on up. Temperatures warming up just a little bit more today compared to yesterday. Lower 60s, upper 50s all around the Arklatex over the next 5 days. Again, as I mentioned, even with that passage of that cold front on Thursday, speaking of Thursday, we're up to 70 degrees on that day. Highs are only dropping into the mid-60s here heading into Friday and Saturday. So really only a 3 to 5 degree temperature drop between Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So it'll still bring us chances of severe weather, yes. But again, those temperatures don't go much of anywhere overall. All right, last little thing before we get to the 7-day forecast. Just wanted to recap our main story here with these next 3 days of rain, including today. Again, today it's all about the stray light rain showers. That's mainly only around Natchitoches for now, and that it's pretty much going to be done with for the rest of the day across the Arklatex. Then tomorrow, we have more isolated, more numerous storms, even carrying on into the afternoon tomorrow, with a few pockets of heavy rainfall. Then Thursday, that's when rain's going to hit everywhere. It's going to be widespread, and that's our chance for severe weather. So maybe watch out for potentially a first alert weather day on Thursday. Nothing's been decreed as of right now. Matt Jones, our chief meteorologist, makes the full call on that. But I'm just saying, watch out for severe weather, the chance of severe weather on your Thursday coming on up. So, yes, on top of that, again, some slight rain showers in for the rest of today, mainly for what's falling in Natchitoches right now. 40% chance of showers here for tomorrow. And our big rainy day is again on Thursday, leading to sunshine here Friday through Monday. Look at the full 7 days. It's nice and warm overall. Today, you could even say, is the coldest day out of the next 7. And that's saying something when the high is 62 degrees today.
Oh, yeah, 62. possibly going up to the mid-60s by our Wednesday and Thursday, I believe, and potentially upper 60s heading into next weekend. But we have to get through the rainy forecast first before we get to spring-like conditions heading into this weekend, right, Evan?
Yeah, I'm bringing us on cam. So, spring's a while. It's not even February. People in the newsroom are saying today's January 45th.
Because this month has been feeling a little too long for my liking and other people's liking as well. It has been a long January for sure. In terms of the weather, too.
Ready to get to February and Super Bowl month.
Oh, yeah.
Super Bowl month, yeah.
Shoot. We have dealt with severe weather at the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
And not one, but two cool downs.
And two winter systems.
Two winter systems, too.
Bring in wintry precipitation.
Exactly. All in a span of less than a month. That's why it's been feeling so long, especially for, the weather department. But, moving to the end of the month, February's coming up. Warmer conditions potentially on the way.
We'll see if we get a break.
Yeah.
Beginning of February for now looks also warm, but there's signs, I will say, in the long term future track further into February that we could get another big cold down coming in. We'll see. I mean, winter doesn't come along until March and August. Wait, March and April. Wrong A month. We're March and April around here.
You mean spring comes along in...
Spring.
Yeah.
Did I say something?
You said winter comes along in March and April. It's okay.
Hold up. No. I said...
Replay the tape.
Replay the tape. I said winter comes along
yes,
March and August.
Yep.
I said the other 8.
Yep. Hey, it's okay. Good morning, everyone. We're still waking up.
Uh-oh. I've been here since 3 a.m. I've been on the morning show too long. I need more coffee. I think I'm running out of coffee. That's what it is. I'm just blaming on that.
Maybe.
But hey, that's when you know this is live. Okay. This is when you know it's a podcast. All right. Anyways, we're going to toss a break. We're going to go over CJ's latest TikTok. Yeah, his TikTok's back. You're on TikTok Tuesday. We'll go over that just after this break. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be back after this. All right, welcome back to the First Alert with a Breakdown. Again, I'm meteorologist Evan Thomason, joined by CJ Cartledge on for his weekly Met Chat. Thanks for, again, coming on. You got a nice... first of all, I know not getting into the political side of things with TikTok, but just in general, how does it feel to have TikTok back? Because I know I've called you on the morning show when I kind of like promote this episode. I call you our TikTologist. So TikTologist. So
that's funny.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, that's cool.
TikTologist.
That's cool. Yeah.
CJ Cartledge.
That's pretty cool.
TikTologist. Yeah, you got 2 titles. Makes you the most special around here.
Yeah, true. TikTok is a really cool app, so I'm not opposed to having it back at all. I love the app. It has some funny videos on there as well as some helpful information in terms of like weather and stuff like that. So I like telling you guys different things about what's going on out here around the world and around the Arclitech. So glad to have it back. Hopefully it stays.
I hope so too. It's just another different way of communicating all around. You got Facebook, Instagram. I was gonna say Snapchat, but that's not really that's not as much of a thing, especially professionally.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, it's just another different platform to allow us to be creative, which is always what you want to do, especially when it comes to weather. Get across different strokes, different folks. Anyways. Your TikTok here today, it's on, you said fog? I think we had some of that yesterday morning. We definitely had some of that yesterday morning. I think we even had some of that around Natchitoches, too, this morning, too. I think only. And obviously it's going to come on back. But what would you talk about with the fog?
We also saw some fog on Sunday when all that rain rolled through. And that's when I posted it, just to warn people of things to do when driving in fog. It talks about whether you should use high beams or low beams. More people would maybe suggest use high beams for certain reasons because maybe you may see a little bit better, but you're actually supposed to use low beams, and that's what I talk about in this TikTok here on why. When driving in foggy conditions, the first thing you may think of doing is turning on your high beam headlights, and that is actually what you're not supposed to do. When you turn on your high beam headlights, the light reflects off of the fog or the visible water particles and back into your face, allowing you not to be able to see the road conditions in front of you as well as oncoming traffic. But when you turn on your low beam headlights, the road conditions will now be a little bit more visible and the fog will appear less dense. This is mainly because low beam headlights are designed to project downwards, which eliminates the possibility of the light being reflected off of the visible water particles and back into your face. Share this to someone who needs it.
All right, so that was an echo. Got rid of the echo there. There we go. Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, it was really cool. I don't even know sometimes when to have high beams or low beams on myself. So really cool trick.
Yeah, it's mainly because of when the high beams are on, the light is directed towards like the sky basically, and the low beams are directed towards the ground. So when you turn low beams on, you can see the road conditions better. You can see oncoming traffic better. When you have high beams on, it actually reflects off the visible water particles or the fog and back into your face, which is why it's harder to see when you have those high beams on.
That makes sense. I remember doing that in snowy conditions up north. I know that's obviously not as relevant here, but even if you do it in the rain and have high beams on, it usually like have a lot more rain particles shown in your face, and it just makes it a little more of a hectic environment that you're driving through.
Yeah.
More than it needs to be.
Yeah, there's also freezing fog, right? Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah,
there is a freezing fog advisory, and that is different from a dense fog advisory.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, so fog is fog either way. Don't turn those high beams on whenever you see fog. Just keep the low beams on and drive slowly. Do not be driving fast through fog because you really don't know what's on the other side of the fog.
There's limited visibility for a reason. It's
exactly
the whole reason that fog is as tricky as it is, honestly.
Exactly.
So that comes to several different things. Well, thank you very much for that, CJ. We're going to recap this episode after this, and we'll see what we can look forward to in tomorrow's episode, which CJ is also a part of. Look at that. Oh, first of all, you want to give the thumbs up a little higher up? I realized that I cropped it. There you go. I realized
you cropped my head and shoulders, huh?
You only go up to like this.
Oh my gosh. So I gotta be like here.
Like here. Yes, but now that's my fault. Hold up, I'll adjust you and then we'll come back. All right. I just realized that now. Of course, when the show is 2/3 over. But when we come back, I'm gonna go fix up CJ. Give me 2 minutes.
Cool.
We'll be back.
Ah.
All right, welcome back. First alert with a breakdown. I fixed your camera actually a little bit. There you go. In fact, I'm gonna make you just a little bit wider. There we go.
Cool.
There we go. Now we look great, and now you can see if I just do this. There you go.
Nice.
But there's several things we have to do I have to do as just a one-man band when I go toss to commercial break. Just so you know, I have to bring up the we will be right back slate, which I'll go ahead and do real quick. See, that's a click of a button. But I also have to physically toss our podcast to commercial break. That's another button. The last two buttons I have to hit are the mute buttons. Let's just say I did that last, and I always do it last. But CJ thinking we're already on commercial break, which I don't blame him. I don't blame him. What'd you do? What noise you make for the stream?
No, I saw you was fixing my camera and everything, and I was just like, what if he just made me smaller? And I was just like, psh. So if you hear the psh, that's exactly what I did.
I just realized, so that was for those of you that on YouTube only witnessed that, actually. Because I tossed it to commercial break, and the last thing I just did, forgot not to do was the psh, or the mute button.
Hey,
so anyways, yeah. All right, so those of you wondering on our YouTube platform, that's what that was. Anyways, all right. Thanks for watching First Alert with a Breakdown. Always a pleasure to have you on, CJ.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Pleasure to be on here.
Cool. And trust me, I got some vacay days that are coming up here. Not a whole week, but I think might be taking some 3-day weekends in February and March potentially.
Okay.
Maybe April around for Easter. Get you looking forward to your own, because I know you always fill in for me. So I always appreciate that. First of all, foremost, but I got some cool ideas for you.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound
what
good.
are you not? There's no reason to be scared. I wouldn't throw you into the. I wouldn't throw you into the wolves.
All right. Oh, hey, we'll see, man.
The weather wolves. The weather wolves. Anyways, stay weather aware with us over the next 2 to 3 days. Again, we got rain through Thursday. Severe weather coming on Thursday again. We'll have your latest coverage, and again, we'll have more breakdown coverage of the weather. Go extensively into it over the next 2 days. Tomorrow, as well extensively, we are going to go into Met Chat. We'll have a Met Chat recording here tomorrow, which will be great. We're going to talk about the LA fires. And thankfully, things have been a lot better on that front recently. I don't think there's anything ongoing, actually, with that situation, which is great news, mainly because they had rain this past weekend, which is an absolute killer to wildfires. And the best remedy to fix that. But regardless, it did, obviously, a lot of damage throughout the past 2 weeks before this week. So we'll get to the first alert and the latest details on what is happening on over there. And I think we all have different viewpoints on what's been going on. We're going to go kind of into the science of it, into the facts of what happened, and obviously how things got better as well, which is good news for there. So we'll have that free Met Chat here tomorrow. Obviously, we'll also have our full forecast here tomorrow as well on First Alert with the Breakdown. Thanks for joining us again, CJ.
No problem at all.
All right. Well, you take care. We'll see you tomorrow, 10:30, once again on for your Wednesday and Hump Day. Again, I'm Meteorologist Evan Thomason. See you again tomorrow. Stay weather aware, and don't forget the umbrella over the next 2 days. We'll see you Wednesday, 10:30. Be there, be square, and most importantly,
stay weather aware.
there you go.
Yes.
I knew you could do it.
Yes.
He got it.
Got it. I got it.
Got it. Hope you get it too. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Peace out.